Greetings and hallucinations, ladies and lads. I am Chancellor of the Harmonious Frequencies of the Mighty Empire of Onion, and this is Minecraft. Well, I still have some work to do here. We probably all know what it entails. Of course, I didn't mean to go into third person there. Yeah, so this storage module, the last one that we built, isn't working. The last one that I built isn't working because I've done it improperly. I'm going to have to tear out these hoppers, and I am going to have to bring the input around to this area over here. That should be super easy and no problem at all. But then I have to figure out why the item elevator isn't working properly. And that is going to be a bit of an experiment. I'm going to have to do some switching around and see if there is a way for me to fix that situation so that it does work properly. I'm not sure how successful I'm going to be. We're going to just have to experiment, basically, and see, one, have they changed the way that item elevators work? And then, two, we have to find out, if that is the case, why, or what else we can do to solve the problem. Because, like, we have these dropper elevators that would be possible to use, except that we're building this on bedrock level, so I can't dig down below it to add all of this stuff. And if I can't add all of this stuff, then I can't pipe the items up into a dropper like this to get it started into the elevator. So I would have to figure out a completely different clock to use. Maybe I could still use the same clock that's already on it, with the comparator and the two repeaters, like the dispenser elevator, and just hook it up to the base of this dropper. I'll sure to show you what I mean once we get around to it. And this chest should be empty, but I don't want to break this and let all the water run over the top, so we have to break that first. There we go. Yeah, I thought so. So we're safe, just barely. But yeah, I'm going to get on this, get this water rerouted, and then we'll do some tests on the item elevator and see what's going on there, what we can do to fix that situation and all that. So I'll bring you all back once I've made a little bit of progress. Well, I got the water streams adjusted, so they should be coming in the correct input now. And here we are back at the beacon, the mines. So, to do a test, I went ahead and cut a hole in to the 3x3 pillar in order to see if the items are being popped up at least that far. So if we go in here, we drop in some cobble, it's being fired, and we should see it popping up here. We do. Okay, so now, the only conclusion I can really draw from this is that somewhere between this point and the top of the column, it's broken. Somewhere along here, it's no longer a solid 3x3 block. So, I'm going to have to dig through and see where that is the case. I was absolutely certain that I had checked it out all the way up to where it's supposed to go. And so I am thoroughly confused where it might be broken at. I think my best bet, though, is to dig in from the top here. Let's grab this water out. Okay. And we will do the Minecraft no-no of digging straight down. Whoa. Okay. So here is a little cave system that interrupts it. So this is probably where my gold ended up. from last time. Thankfully, that wasn't all the gold I had ever acquired in the game so far. Aha. Okay, so this is the end here. I'm not going to mess around with trying to make it look all pretty. So I am going to use cobblestone where I need to in order to fill in the thing. So this is where it was broken. I was absolutely certain before that I had gone through and done my best to make it a solid 3x3. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. I'll never be able to reach. There we go. But apparently, yeah, I completely failed in my efforts here. There we go. So that should be a 3x3. And since that was on the outside, I made it look a little bit nice. But this in here in the middle doesn't matter to me, personally. But let's just do this for a minute so that we don't have to worry about washing anything away way down below where I can't see right now. Okay, so that should be washed that way. And we should be connected up, yeah, to the water stream. Okay, something might be flowing down. Some of the cobblestone might end up at the end, which is perfectly fine. We should be able to... Oop, how's it going? We should be able to come down here and start... I almost said brewing. We should be able to start the furnaces smelting and see the items transported up correctly. So let's just see over here. This is to be smelted. I think most of these are full of fuel already. All of these on the end are. That has gold in it but no fuel. Let's grab this gold out. To be honest, this flesh can go in too, because that ought to just be shot up. I probably ought to make an access point over on this side. If I did something like make this chest extend back into there, then I could just come in, drop stuff in the chest, and that would be transported up into the storage system without having to go through the furnace. So I think that's something that could be done as well. And I would have to keep in mind that it's only going to go through that other access point. Right, so what are we looking at? 2 items? Yeah, about 2 items per pass. I don't like that. I wish that we could drop in more at a time. I feel like after it makes a pass, it's not dropping in as many items as it can. It's possible that I could decrease the number of redstone tracks that are in there so that the cart moves slower around when it's going around, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the best option for this is. Because see, it burns up before we load up another cart and send it through, so it's a waste of fuel, to be completely honest. We have infinite fuel by harvesting and burning wood, and so that's not a huge problem. I say infinite, but it depends on how many saplings we can get out of this thing, because it's not sustainable. If you remember before, we had over a stack of saplings, almost 2 stacks, and now we're down to 39 after doing another row of this. So it's not honestly self-sustaining, unless I use my fortune axe here, fortune 3, to get the saplings out of the leaves, and I have to do that with almost every tree that I grow. And so, yeah, That's pretty rough, in my mind. Okay, so we've used up almost all the fuel. There's some of these that are shooting up, but we should find a bunch of smooth stone in our chests up here. Oops. Yeah. It's not always easy to go up this staircase. Yep, here is smelted stone coming up out of the item elevator, headed down the water streams. Okay, so we should see this arriving back at the storage facility. Or here, alternatively. We have a gold nugget, that's good news. This green wool, I'm not sure how that gets here. If we put it in here, it should end up in this chest here. And I figured that the items would be here by now. If it takes more than 5 minutes, I'm pretty sure they're going to despawn in the water streams behind the machine here. Oh, it's firing. It's firing, so it is sorting. Yeah, those are flashing properly. These should not be flashing. Okay. So it looks like it's trying to work here, which is great news. Whoops. Man. Talk about Minecraft noob, I can't even walk upstairs. What the heck? Okay. Let's come around here and please let's see some items coming in. Okay, iron is at 26 right now. Iron should be counting up. And this green wool somehow makes it back over here. It's green wool right here. So how is it not going into the correct place there? Is my question. It should never make it over here. Yeah, all this other stuff is good. Still at 26 there. No extra items have come in here. 22 rotten flesh. So I wonder if they're getting stuck in the system somewhere. I can't believe that it's taken me this long to get this going. That one was firing there. This one's still working though. That's all correct. Okay, it doesn't look like these are flashing anymore though, which makes me a little curious. And nothing's stuck in there, or in there, or in here. Is there an unnecessary link somewhere that's messing things up? Maybe. Maybe if those things are powered, it messes with the system somehow. I don't think that's powered. Let's take it away anyway. And then none of this is connected, but these are connected. That's supposed to be there. Okay. Since those redstone torches basically power any block that they're touching when they come on, it makes sense to me that it might affect the machine here. Okay, I think that was a regular torch that fell. Pretty sure. Okay. Perfect. There we go. That could probably stay. And I wouldn't mind throwing some torches on the ground around in between here. That shouldn't affect the machine itself, but he was talking about in the tutorial that if we don't light this area up, why are these on? Are they always on? It looks like they're always on. If we don't light this up, then it causes lag because of the lighting updates of the redstone itself. So if this area isn't lit up, it can be a little bit of a problem. That's probably not necessary. That's lit up decently well. And I can't imagine that having lights here is going to mean anything, because the torches don't bother redstone. They're not technically a block, so they can't be powered or anything like that. So that should help. Let's try and clean out this whole area between these two. We need this spot, but everything from here on needs to be cleaned out. Okay. So, if we go take a peek at what's happening in the machine now, yeah, he didn't mention about whenever we build the modules next to each other that we have to worry about them being separated or whatever. Right, so now if I put these grain wool in there, if it ends up anywhere besides this chest, I'm just going to give up. That's the end of it, because I can't figure out why in the world it would be doing anything else. We should be seeing cobblestone pop up here. We found a torch here as well. Here's a cobblestone in this lower chest for no reason. That might have been before we separated the system. Okay, all of those are empty. Yeah, I see some redstone working back there. Just slightly. I don't remember what this was, that value. But hopefully the green wool has made its way over there. And not over here. Alright, 2 more cobblestones. But see, my question now is, whatever happened to all of that smooth stone that we sent up here? Because I'm sure all of these chests are full, right? Here it is. Oh no. Wow, that's lucky. Holy cow, that's lucky. I thought that we were going to be slightly above it there, but not the case. Yeah. So that's empty. And I tested this already. Plump. Goes in every time. And that's not even from the original water source, so they don't have the inertia that other items would have. And yet they go in. Alright, yeah, for some reason there's a hold up here. This water stream isn't pushing items far enough or fast enough. Not sure what the cause of that is. Yeah, a bunch of pieces are getting stuck on this corner here. Which is a real shame. If the stuff from the fish farm and the iron golem farm can get here without despawning, then the stuff from the mine... See, this green wool has come out over here again instead of going in the place where it belongs. Why? It should end up over here. There's still only 23 though, so I know it's going to end up over here at some point. This is endlessly frustrating. I know that I've built it to specification. I even went back and had to rebuild a couple of the modules to make sure that they were right. And yet I have no luck getting it to work properly. It started out working properly. This first module works just fine. Nothing wrong with it. If I go harvest the crops, no problems. This stuff has been feeding in just fine. Look at this. All those sugar canes. Yeah, the green wool refuses to go where it's supposed to. And there's nothing that's locking the mechanisms back here, as far as I can tell. If you can see something from your perspective, do please let me know. But, good grief. I mean, as far as I know, everything's hooked up properly. As far as I can tell, it's supposed to be working. Yeah, everything looks identical. Nothing in those droppers. Nothing in here. I just don't understand. I don't get what's happening. Oh well. I just don't know what I'm doing wrong. I can't figure this system out at all. I don't understand why the green wool won't go into the green wool chest where it belongs. I can see the redstone working back there. It's doing something. Still only 23, so it's bound to end up in here. There's nowhere else it can go. And I don't know where this gold nugget came from. I don't remember putting that in here. There it is. And it came in here while I had the chest open too, so my theory from before, that opening the chest locked it to keep it from working, was completely incorrect. Man, I'm just not cut out for redstone, I guess, is the thing. And I have no clue what's going on here or why it's wrong. Oh man. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to have to check on release dates for for Minecraft 1.13, right? The aquatic update, update aquatic, whatever it's called. And I think I'm going to leave off Minecraft until then. In the meantime, I was talking about before that I wanted to have RimWorld on Mondays. I think what I'm going to do instead is, I don't know. I'll figure out something for Mondays, but I think this is going to be it for Minecraft. This has really bothered me, because I can't figure out why it's not working properly. If you are good at Redstone and you saw the problem, please let me know in the comments. If you know somebody who's good at Redstone, please share this video with them. Ask them to check out either this video or the past couple of videos where I was trying to build and trying to get things accomplished, because I cannot for the life of me figure out what in the world I'm doing wrong. It's incredibly frustrating, and it's gotten to the point where I don't want to play Minecraft anymore. Not at least this world. I love starting over in Minecraft. Oh man, look how full that villager breeder is. That's stupid full. I love playing Minecraft, and I love the beginning parts of Minecraft, and so it's not going to be the end of Minecraft as a series on my channel, but this specific series I think is about done. Season 2 hopefully will be better, and we'll be able to explore a lot of the new updates for the aquatic stuff, so that will be super cool. Right, flying around underwater like a flying fish. That'll be awesome. But yeah, I think that we accomplished quite a bit in this series. I'm not the most experienced Minecrafter, and especially not with Redstone, so I'm less than surprised that this has turned out the way that it did. Maybe in the next series I will have a little bit better luck trying to construct some sort of storage facility, and I'll do my best to try to find a different tutorial, a different system that I can use. Hopefully still something that's modular, but more than likely something that isn't this one. I don't think that it's the system itself. I don't think it was the tutorial that I watched that I'm having trouble with. I think it's just my lack of understanding of Redstone. And my inability to troubleshoot it myself, you know? If this was a multiplayer sort of server, I might be able to talk to some people and say, hey, can you give me a hand with this? Kind of explain what's going on here. Then I might have a better chance of understanding it. But as it is, I can't teach myself how to do it. I have to at least watch tutorials or have somebody explain it to me personally, so yeah. I thought I was going to do my outro here, but it's a little bit too noisy. So let's get flying again. So okay, if you want to catch another episode or check out another series, feel free to subscribe. Consider supporting my channel through the Patreon link down in the video description. And feel free to check out any of my other videos or playlists that you might be interested in. I thank you so much for all the time that you spend on my channel, and I hope blessings of wisdom and peace on all of you. Farewell.